Hey everyone, Michael here with Plus Size Hiker, and today I wanted to do a little video showing you some things that I recently picked up for my backpacking gear as I am building up for my big hike to La Push, Washington from a town called Port Townsend, Washington. And I am still in the infancy stage of walking, getting my body conditioned to doing long walks and hikes and and all that other stuff. And I'm also in the process of building up camping and backpacking supplies so that when the time comes, I'm ready and I am as conditioned as I'm ever going to be to make that 130-mile walk. Now, I have tried this before in the past and was doing really well in from March 20th of 2020 to February 15th of 2021. I was walking every day, got myself up to where I was doing like 5 or 6 miles a day, feeling good about myself, dropped 60 pounds. And then I got a kidney stone in in February of 2021. And that just deleted all that progress that I had made. And I just could not get back into the rhythm of things. Since then, I have been going to the YMCA and swimming and building up my cardio that way and my muscles. And just recently, I started walking again, and I've gotten myself back up to where I can do about a mile to 2 miles with very little to no discomfort afterwards. I am hiking local trails and one of the trails that I am going to be practicing on is 7.5 miles one direction. And I want to be able to walk from point A to point B, from point B back to point A, that whole 7.5 and that whole 7.5 back. And I want to be able to do that multiple times in a week to where I can get myself up to that 15 miles a day with very little to no um like pain or needing to rest and take 0 days and stuff like that. I know for a lot of you who are avid hikers that doing a 15-mile day is a small day for you. But being plus size and having some medical issues, some of the medical issues that I have is I have spinal deterioration in L3, 4, 5, and 6. I also have plantar fasciitis in my left foot, have bad knees, and so I'm just doing the best I can with what I have available to me. And so that's what this whole channel is about, is to bring positivity to the plus size community and show that no matter what your size or abilities are, that you too can have fun outdoors. There are so many YouTube, like, we'll just say influencers throughout the various social media platforms, but none of them are plus size. None of them address what it's like to be diabetic on the trail, what it's like to have lower back issues and still carrying a pack. Um, you know, there's that kind of gross negative stereotype that because you're heavy set, you don't want to do these things. Um, so that is the whole purpose of plus size hiking, I want to share my story, my vision, my whatever with the rest of the plus size community and just make it a positive place. There was a book written a few years ago, but I don't remember who it's by, but it's called Fat Girls Walking or Hiking. I can't remember which one it was, but um, it's based on this women's group of plus size women and people of varying abilities that are getting out into the outdoors and enjoying themselves. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great that, that small niche is being looked at, but there is a broader picture. Like, there's no men in that group, it's all 100% women. And it's like, okay, well, you know what? I would like to see representation. Doesn't matter if you are, you know, a male, a female, whoever you are, I want to see more representation of plus size people having fun in the outdoors. So, that being said, I want to show you a few of the things that I picked up, like I said at the beginning of the video, for my walk. So, the first thing I got were these Miamica, I think that's how you would pronounce it, Miamica reusable bags. Now, these are kind of like Ziploc storage bags in the fact that they're plastic and you have this little zip, but it's a thicker plastic. I think that this plastic is a little bit more than a freezer bag. It might be like two freezer bags together, like that kind of thickness. There's nowhere on the packaging, because the packaging is literally just this, and but it doesn't say anything about like how thick the material is or whatever else. But here, hopefully this is not backwards on your screen, but that is the information. So with this pack of Miamica, it's a 12-piece pack. So you get, I believe it's 6 large bags, which are 11 by 10.75 by, 11 by 10.75 inches, or 28 by 27 centimeters, and 6 small bags, which are 8 by 7.5 inches, or 20.5 by 19 centimeters. They're BPA free, and it says ideal for storing snacks, cords, cosmetics, and travel essentials. And then they have a Instagram account, Miamica Official. So um, I'll leave a link to these down below. But I like these ones because they have like this little world map on there. And I thought these would make great ditty bags. And so I picked up 2 packages of those. So that gives me 24 ditty bags in various sizes. So this is the largest size. And that was the one that was 11 by 10, 11, 11 by 10.75. And then the smaller ones are the size of so kind of a difference in size here, but just side by side comparison. And the smaller one said that it's Yeah, the smaller one is supposed to be 8 by 7.5 inches. And that does not look like it is 8 by 7.5 inches. So maybe there is a mistake, but I could get my printer to cooperate with me. I'm trying to get a piece of paper. So a piece of paper is 8.5 by 11. So it's almost 8.5. So yeah, just a little smaller than a piece of paper. And with these, they pack down really nice. They're super, super light. And instead of carrying a full on, um, first aid kit, I'm just using this as an example because this is the first aid kit that I have closest to me. I could put it all into here and maybe even have it lay flat down in my pack. So, kind of excited for that. The other thing I picked up is a BPA free plastic trowel that is really sturdy and durable and has kind of a sharp edge on it. Um, so this is going to be great for cat hole digging. I picked this up at a local outdoor shop for $2.99. So I have a shovel already, but my shovel is metal, and I just don't know how much weight I am going to want to carry when I go and do my walk. But I figured having two different shovels that I can choose from is going to be a great thing. And I'm probably going to go with this one, just put a carabiner on there and clip it to my pack, or even have it as part of my poop canister. And so that's the other thing I want to talk about is I made a little poop canister and did a little funky drawing of a piece of poop. I tried to do the poop emoji, but well, I'm not a very good artist. Um, this is just a number one PET plastic. So it's food safe, but it's not a reusable container for food. Um, this had a bunch of cat treats in it, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be perfect for what I need it for. Um, and so I went to the the Dollar Tree. Um, in If you're not from America, like Poundland or something like that, but I got a bunch of these little rolls of pet waste. Um, so like when you go to the park and your dog or does its business, you have these little sacks. So I got 4 sacks with 15 each, making 60 sacks for $1.25. And so this is like lightweight as can be. If you're old enough to remember film canisters, it's about that same weight as an empty film canister. There is a hard plastic core in the center that I'm sure you can remove to make it just a little bit lighter if you're one of those like ultralight backpackers. If you don't want to spend the money on something like that, your other option is to go to a dog park or a regular park, and they have poop bags that are already um, set out for picking up after your pet, and you can use those. And I've seen some hikers put a little bit of kitty litter in here and call it good. And then you just dispose of the bags as soon as you get to a place that has a trash facility. The one thing though, it does not, my shovel does not fit in here. So that's one bad thing about this, but I don't need it to, I guess, if I have it clipped to the side. And I'm also going to be filling this with toilet paper and probably using one of these little Miamica sacks for septic safe, just um, degradable toilet paper. And then the other thing I picked up, which I thought was a really good deal because I got an additional 50% off, were these calorie bars. And let's see, it had the whole ration on here. Like, eat one bar every 6 hour per person. Or on land, eat one bar every 4 hours per person. It says save drinking water. Do not drink water during the first 24 hours unless sick, injured, or in the desert conditions. After the first 24 hours, drink no more than 500 milliliter of water. And then, so the calories per bar is 200 calories, and you have 26 grams of carbohydrates and 2.5 grams of protein per bar. There is 0.75 milligrams of sodium, and let's see, 9 grams of fat, saturated fats, 4.2 grams, no trans fats. Dietary fiber is 0.7 grams, 7.7 grams of sugar, plus an additional 7.6 grams of sugar. So, there feels like there's quite a bit of bars in here. These were originally $12.99, and I got it for 50% off, making it $6.99. And I may go back and grab a couple more of these because I like having this kind of stuff on hand. And this may make its way into my pack just for like quick snacks or whatever. So, yeah, I just wanted to share those items with you. What are some of your basic backpacking must-haves? I would love to hear from you. Put your comments, questions, concerns in the comment section down below. And if you would like to reach out directly to me, or if you would like to sponsor this channel or have a product that you would like for me to test out, you can send me an email, plussizehiker@gmail.com. And I will also leave all that information in the notes down below. So until next time, happy trails, and I will talk to you then. Bye, guys.